Alright, fellas, lean in for a second. You ever walk into a room, make eye contact with a woman, and feel like something's there? Like she wants to say something, but doesn't? Here's the truth. Most women want to be approached, but they're not going to spell it out for you. They won't hold up a sign that says, "Hey, come talk to me." That's not how it works. Instead, they speak in subtle signals, in body language, micro-expressions, and small shifts in behavior. And if you miss those signals, you might miss your shot, not just with a pretty face, but with someone who's actually hoping you'd notice her. So, today, we're breaking down the atrial signs she's quietly giving you. These are signs rooted in evolutionary social dynamics, and subconscious attraction cues. No fluff, no games, just straightforward signals you can start spotting immediately. This is dark psychology, and I'm Amelia guiding you through the silent codes most guys overlook. Let's jump in. Sign number 1, arching her back or adjusting her posture. Let's start with one of the oldest, most primal cues in attraction. Body posture. Before she ever says a word, her body is already speaking. So, what does it mean when she suddenly straightens up, suddenly arches her back, or adjusts how she's sitting or standing? It means you've entered her awareness. This small but deliberate movement is almost never just about comfort. It's about presence. When a woman arches her back or lifts her chest slightly, she's unconsciously showcasing her femininity. It's evolutionary because posture that accentuates the curve of her spine or hips signals health, confidence, and reproductive fitness. Let's break that down in real-world terms. Maybe you just walked into the room and caught her eye. You didn't say a word, but suddenly shifts. She squares her shoulders, tilts her hips, straightens her spine, almost like her body wants to be seen. That's not coincidence. That's communication. She's saying without saying, "I'm here and I hope you see me." It's subtle, it's powerful. And when paired with other signs, like a light smile or stolen glance, it's one of the clearest green lights you'll get. A woman who is completely disinterested will rarely adjust her body in a way that draws attention to herself in your direction. So, if you see this shift, don't overthink it. She's likely trying to stand out for you. Sign number 2, moving closer or your personal space. Picture this. You're at a social event, maybe bath bar, near the snack table, or just standing off to the side. She's there too, and though the room has plenty of space, she keeps drifting into your zone. She's not just walking by. She's hovering close enough to graze your arm. Close enough to make you wonder, doing this on purpose? Let me tell you something most men miss when a woman subtly enters your personal space, even if she's not saying a word, it's a calculated risk. It's her way of creating micro-moments of intimacy. That accidental shoulder brush, that sudden nearness when you're reaching for the same drink, that choice to sit next to you when other seats were clearly open. Those aren't coincidences. Those are opportunities crafted by her, hoping you'll take the bait. It's quiet, intentional, magnetic. She's stepping gently your bubble to see if you'll respond, to see if you'll say something, to see if you'll notice her presence as more than random. So, what should you do? You don't need a cheesy pickup line. You just need awareness and confidence. Try something simple like, "Hey, you keep showing up around me. Should I take that as a sign?" It's playful, confident, and it gives her space to respond with a pressure. Remember, if she keeps entering your space, she's not just being friendly, she's inviting the next step. Don't let the moment pass. Sin number 3, playing with her hair, or fixing her appearance. This one's easy to overlook, but incredibly telling. Confidence doesn't always speak with volume. Sometimes it flirts through tiny intentional movements. Watch closely. Is she twisting a strand of hair, brushing it over her shoulder, smoothing her dress, or checking her reflection on her phone? These aren't just habits. They're micro-adjustments rooted in attraction. Why? Because when a woman is near someone attractive, she naturally becomes more self-aware. She starts pining, a behavior rooted in biology. It's the same instinct birds have when they ruffle their feathers to impress a mate, on humans. It's fixing hair, straightening posture, lightly adjusting clothing to highlight features or smooth imperfections. Now, here's where it gets interesting. If these actions happen after she makes eye contact with you or while she's glancing your way, it's no longer unconscious. It's her saying, "I care about how I look, especially around you." And here's the kicker. She may not even realize she's doing it, but her body does. And if you catch it, if you noticed that little flick of hair or that subtle lip bite and respond with warmth and confidence, You're confirming to her subconscious mind, he sees me, he gets it. These are the unspoken games of attraction, and if you can learn to spot 'em, you'll never miss your window again. Sign the 4. The triple glance. There's something quietly electric, a Buddha woman who keeps catching your eye, but not in an obvious way. You look at her, she looks at you, then quickly looks away, and then she looks back. That, my friend, is not random. It's called the triple glance, and it's one of the clearest nonverbal signs that a woman is both interested and hoping you'll make the next move. Here's how it works on a psychological level. The first glance is instinctual. Her eyes are redrawn to you. The second glance, that quick dart away, is reflex. It says, I'm intrigued, but I don't want to be obvious. But the third look, that's the gold. That's her silently saying, I hope you saw that. I'm giving you a second chance to notice me. And if it's followed by a soft smile, a little shoulder shift, or a longer than usual stare, that's naughtiness. That's invitation, wrapped in the appearance of hesitation. Now, here's the mistake most guys make. They freeze. They look back, and then look away, and do nothing. Let me tell you soon, when a woman gives you a triple glance, she's already halfway in. She's just waiting for you to bridge the gap. So, don't waste the window. You didn't need to be slick. You just need to real. Approach with something honest. Hey, we've made eye contact. Like 3 times now. Figured I'd come say hi before we both start overthinking it. It's direct, it's grounded, and it breaks the invisible wall she's been nudging all along. This is confidence, not volume. Awareness is attraction. Sign number 5. Facing you directly. You want to know one of the most underrated signs of interest, orientation. It's not always about eye contact. Sometimes her body tells you everything, especially when her lips stay silent. Let me explain. When a woman is interested in you, even if she's not talking to you yet, her body will turn toward you, her feet, her knees, her torso, even if she's chatting with someone else. If her core is aligned in your direction, she's mentally involved in you. Why does this matter? Because this body language signals attention and openness. It's nonverbal priming. She's subtly putting herself in your line of view and staying available without making it obvious. For example, she's at a party deep in conversation with a friend, but her legs are crossed in your direction. She's sitting at a coffee shop scrolling on her phone, but her shoulders are facing your way, not the exit. She could have sat anywhere, but, somehow, her seat gives her the perfect view of your spot. Nanyaf, this is random. This is soft power, feminine strategy. She's saying, you've got my attention. What are you going to do with it? And again, you don't need a script. You just need presence. Recognize the sign. Make your move. Something as simple as, hey, I couldn't help noticing you keep facing this way, so I figured I'd come say hi. Flip the switch. She's already seen you. Now she just wants to know, I feel, come closer. Sign number 6, initiating light touches. Let me ask you this. Have you ever been talking to a woman and suddenly, she reaches out and touches your arm? Maybe it was during a laugh or while she was making a point or seemingly just brushing something off her shoulder. It felt small, casual, innocent. But here's what you need to know. That meant wasn't random. It was intentional, and it spoke volumes. When a woman initiates light physical contact, it's her way of bridging the gap, literally and emotionally. And this isn't just friendly. This is her testing the waters of connection and comfort. Touch is one of the oldest, most instinctive forms of communication. It signals safety, trust, and attraction, all without a single word. Examples, you say something funny and lightly taps your arm whiling you're in a conversation. Ange gently places her hand on your householder while complimenting your perspective. You're sitting beside each other and she brushes a speck of lint from your sleeve. Even though it wasn't really bothering anyone, these small touches might not seem like much on the surface, but subconsciously they're a sign that I'm comfortable getting closer to you. She's creating a soft connection, a safe connection, and if you meet that moment with calm confidence, maybe a smile, maybe returning the touch slightly, you strengthen that unspoken bond. But if you flinch, freeze, or ignore it, she'll take that as disinterest or worse, discomfort. So, the next time you feel that light talk, don't brush it off. Recognize it for what it is. A quiet invitation. Sign number 7. Lingering around. Now, here's one that almost always flees under the radar. She lingers. The event is ending. The group's starting to scatter. People are gathering their things, moving toward the exit, and yet she's still there. Maybe she's pretending to check her phone. Maybe is sipping the last of her drink a little slower than usual. Or maybe she's just standing quietly nearby, not quite ready to leave. This is one of those deceptively simple signals. It doesn't chase, it waits. But what's purpose? She's giving you a chance, a final window, a moment that says, hey, if you're going to say something, now would be the perfect time. This kind of lingering means she's not ready for the interaction to end, and she's hoping you'll feel the same. And look, if she had zero interest, she would have left already. She wouldn't be waiting out the silence, that pause, that space she's holding. That's the opportunity. So, what should you do? Don't overthink it. Say something genuine and grounded like, hey, before we head out, I've enjoyed this. Would love to keep it going sometime. Simple, confident, real. Remember, it's not just about what she's doing, it's about why she's still there when she doesn't have to be. If she lingers, it's because part of her wants you to step up and create the next chapter of the story. Sign number 8. Glancing at you from her group. Now here's a moment most men completely misered or don't notice at all. You read a social gathering, maybe a party, a networking event, or just out somewhere. She's not alone. She's surrounded by friends, laughing, chatting, fully engaged in the group dynamic. But every few minutes, her eyes drift toward you. She doesn't stare. Shadow scent wave. She just glances quickly, softly, almost like a secret. And, if you're paying attention, you'll feel it before you even see it. This is one of the strongest signs that she wants you to approach, but doesn't want to be obvious about it. Because in front of friends most women will never make the first move. They want to appear composed, relaxed, in control. But her eyes, they betray her curiosity. She's saying, even with all this energy around me, you're the one I keep thinking about. And if she smiles when your eyes meet or quickly looks away, Anthon looks back again, you're not imagining things. That's invitation cloaked in subtlety. And here's the bonus clue. If her friends start glancing your way too, game on. That usually means they've noticed her watching you. Maybe she even mentioned you. Now they're watching to see if you'll act. This is your moment. Walk over. Keep it smooth and grounded. I couldn't help noticing your group has serious energy, but I keep catching you looking this way. It's direct, but not aggressive. It's bold, but playful. It tells her, I see you, and I'm not afraid to show it. And, that confidence, that's what turns a simple glance into the start of something real. So, let's recap. Women rarely say what they want out loud. But if you know how to read their signals, those subtle, layered, emotionally intelligent signs, you'll start to see everything they're not. Posture, proximity, touch, timing, eye contact. They're not just bits, they're hints. And the man who knows how to see them, he doesn't just attract women, he creates presence, he builds connection. He become misinforgettable. So here's your challenge. Next time you walk into a room, stop looking for the loudest signals, start noticing the quietest ones. That soft glance, that pause before leaving, that subtle lean in your direction. Those are her way of saying, don't miss this moment, and now you won't. If this video opened your eyes to what you've been missing, do 2 things right now. Hit that like button. It tells the algorithm you're ready for more high-value insight. And hit subscribe to join the dark psychology movement where we decode the hidden patterns behind attraction, influence, and emotional power. Drop a comment. Which sign have you seen before but didn't recognize now? Let's talk about it below, and remember, it's not about saying the perfect thing. It's about seeing the signs and having the confidence to respond. I'm Amelia, and this is Dark Psychology, where silence speaks, attraction whispers, and confidence